Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn, along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Be sure to visit us at latenighthealth.com, latenighthealth.com. Lots going on over there. We're going to talk with Gary Rotman. I guess I met Gary a few years ago. He is the co-founder of SiMPL Technology. And SiMPL Technology invents products for the 50-plus market. Would that be accurate, Gary?
Yeah.
Right. And they have a brand new product coming out, Rosie 2.0. It's being called the Seniors Alexa or Google Home. And we'll find out more about that as we talk with Gary Rotman. Nice to talk to you again, Gary. Tell me about Rosie.
Yeah, so Rosie is a voice-controlled alarm clock. And it actually announces reminders, messages in the familiar voice of a loved one, so they'll listen to the messages and actually accomplish tasks. They love to hear familiar voices every day, and that's what Rosie does. She's very effective at delivering sustained adherence to medication for any task, really.
You created this due to your father's dementia. I know people who have dementia, and it's a catastrophic disease. It not only affects the person, but it affects the loved ones around them. Can you tell us about how your dad reacted and why you created Rosie?
Yeah, so back in 2000 I think it was 2010, actually. My dad was diagnosed with, unfortunately, with dementia, Alzheimer's. And I was for my career, I've been in the timepiece industry, applying new technologies to watches and clocks. And prior to the reminder device, I developed a product called the iTalk clock, which was the first LED clock that you can set the time, the alarm, by voice. You didn't have to push any buttons. And when my dad ended up diagnosed with dementia, he ended up forgetting his meds often. He actually ended up back in the hospital due to poor medication adherence. My mom was not around that night, and he just didn't follow instructions. So the next day, really, literally, I woke up and with the aha moment, as they say, hey, why can't I put voice reminders in the device, in the iTalk clock, so when my mother or the spouse isn't around to do the reminders, Rosie is. So that's how it all started back literally over 10 years ago. And at the time, I really didn't realize that poor medication adherence was such a massive problem, not only in North America, but worldwide. So it not only worked for my dad, but I put it on a few websites, assistive technology device websites, and quietly over the next year or so, we got so many fantastic reviews and like over-the-top reviews that I made it into a significant business. And now Rosie is helping quietly tens of thousands of people across North America be more medication adherent and also task adherent. So now with that's how it all started. So,
and Rosie is available at CVS.com now, and also in 500 stores. So congratulations on that. And I think we're probably one of the first people to talk to you as Rosie is being released. I'm curious, how is Rosie different than, say, an Apple Watch? Can an Apple Watch say, "Hey, take your meds"?
No, it cannot. So even Amazon Alexa or Google Home, they do have reminders in terms of when you set it to go off in 10 minutes, it'll beep. But those connected devices, they don't push out a recording of a loved one. So the key benefit and unique aspect of Rosie is that it announces messages and reminders in the familiar voice of a loved one at specific reminder times. So that's really the benefit and the unique aspect of Rosie. It's just been shown from so many years of anecdotal evidence that elders or the infirm or anybody really, they are more adherent to tasks when they hear the familiar voice of someone telling them to do it. So what people do is they record messages in their own in any voice, any language, and set the time and the day to
and it plays back,
and that's it. And it's so simple to use because they just hear the reminder, do the task, and push down on Rosie on the clock to turn it off. So they don't have to talk to Rosie. They don't have to push any buttons. So it's very high adoptability rate for elders, even mid stage, early stage, mid stage dementia can use Rosie.
And what about those who are hearing impaired? Studies have indicated that those who are hearing impaired and don't take care of it suffer a higher incidence of dementia because they're isolated. Are there ways of connecting? Go ahead.
Yes, that's correct. And what we found initially, I have to be honest with you, I was concerned about that, about hearing impaired and are they going to hear the messages. And the outcome was initially that all you had to do really is when you record messages for people that are hearing impaired, you just record them very loudly. So the playback is quite loud. You could hear Rosie, over 100 feet away. On Rosie 2, what we did is we added a even louder level, up to 120 decibels, which is really loud. And now you could hear Rosie, even if you're hearing impaired, you could hear Rosie through a door, or literally, if you're sleeping, it'll wake you up. So that problem really wasn't a problem that we thought it might be. So that was a pleasant surprise.
We only have a moment left. You did a study on the efficacy of Rosie 2.0. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. So basically, the study was with a government funded home care agency, and it was a small study, but what it showed ultimately was people with poor medication adherence it had an 83% increase in medication and treatment regimen adherence, which was very significant. And as a result, government agencies started to purchase Rosie and offer them to those that can't afford it. And that was a very, very useful study because it also showed that you can save a lot of money because often people send in home care agencies just to remind them and help them take their meds the right way. Not only remind them to do it, but remind them to take it as per directions, right? So Rosie can do that because you have a recording now. It's on Rosie 2. It's up to 8 seconds. So you could remind them and tell them how to take the meds or treatment regimens. So that study basically confirms what we already knew from 10 years of anecdotal evidence.
And last but not least, if somebody has multiple drugs, will it say take the blue, pink, and white? I mean, how does that work?
The Rosie is for thousands of different use cases because it holds up to 25 reminders. So you can record messages for every day. So let's say someone has Parkinson's and they're taking a pill every 2 hours. So that's 8 reminders every day for pill taking. That's 8 out of the 25, and you still have lots more to go.
And lots more to go.
You can record messages for every day, any day of the week. Now with Rosie 2, even Monday to Friday. And you can also record messages for doctor appointments, for specific calendar dates, and even anniversaries and birthdays, annual reminders too.
Will it help me remember people's names? Because that's what I can't do that. Listen, Gary, we're out of time. We'll look forward to Rosie 3.0 and other products from SiMPL. And if you want information, go to cbs.com, and you can learn more about Rosie there. Thank you again, Gary. All right, coming up next, we've got Robert Clancy. Don't go away, more coming up.
Recently, I met Jacqueline from Bright here in Los Angeles. She gave me a hearing exam and then showed me how to hear again with the new Signia Pure Series hearing aids, and she can give you your life back too. I hear birds chirping, birds cooing, and even my wife. They easily connect to my smartphone. The Signia hearing aids are amazing, and with the charge and go, I don't have to fiddle with batteries and hear all day long. Not hearing is frustrating for you and your family. I know you don't have a problem, but trust me, call Bright Here now for a free hearing exam, a $125 value, yours free, just for making an appointment now. There are offices throughout the Los Angeles area. Call Bright Here now at 323-424-7100. That's 323-424-7100 for a free hearing exam. There's no obligation. Call now, 323-424-7100, or visit them on the web at brighthere.com.
If you're listening to Late Night Health right now, you're part of the growing target of baby boomers we're serving. Hi, I'm Daryl Wayne, producer of Late Night Health, inviting you to join the Late Night Health family. If you have any business targeting the growing boomer market, Late Night Health is the ideal advertising vehicle for you. From vitamins to insurance, alternative health to Western-style medicine, Late Night Health caters to the growing population of those over 40 years old. This vibrant demographic has expendable income to fight aging, purchase travel, take care of aging parents, or just have fun. Find out about the advertising opportunities with Late Night Health. Call us at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308, or email us at info@latenighthealth.com. That's info@latenighthealth.com. Join Late Night Health as we empower people to take charge of their own health care. Call now at 805-391-0308. That's 805-391-0308.
Welcome to Guide to the Soul. This is Robert Clancy. Did you know that God's army of angels will always fight to deliver a message of love, light, and peace to you? Although angels don't use words to deliver their divine messages, they will always send loving thoughts. Just ask for grace with one prayer, and an angel will lovingly wrap their wings around your beautiful soul. You don't need to see an angel to know their unending love. Just know that they're there to always watch over you. Angels always win every battle against the darkness because their weapon of choice is divine light. And you create that light every time you share your smile or a kind word.
For more inspiration from Robert Clancy, visit guidetothesoul.com or go to the Moments with Robert page on latenighthealth.com. There's a lot of talk all over the internet about the remarkable benefits of Carbon-60, and baby boomers are especially excited about it. Greska's Carbon-60 is the premium Carbon-60, developed by an aerospace and NASA scientist. 95% of Greska's customers report positive results from this Nobel Prize-winning technology in just 4 days. Imagine more energy, better health, and more vitality. It's very bioavailable to quickly mend toxin-crippled cells. This is a super powerful antioxidant. Bob Greska is so confident that you'll love his Carbon-60, he wants to send you a bottle at 50% off the regular price to see how life-changing this will be for you. Call 720-600-6040. That's 720-600-6040. Visit c-60.com to learn more. Call 720-600-6040 now or visit c-60.com.
Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Words are a critical aspect of success. How you get your point across is a crucial part of what makes anything sell. So do it right and hire a writer. Whether it's articles, blog posts, technical writings, website content, product descriptions, or ghostwriting anything from a novel to a nonfiction book about your navel, contact Servet Hassan. If you want it to sell, write it right. Email Servet at servet@servethassan.com.
Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn along with the insane Daryl Wayne. Join us at facebook.com/Late Night Health Radio. That's facebook.com/Late Night Health Radio. Our regular contributor, Robert Clancy, is up right now, and we're going to talk about appreciation. If you want information about Robert, you can go to guidetothesoul.com, guidetothesoul.com. Robert, tell us about appreciation.
Yeah, so my inspirational thought on appreciation is when you appreciate the little things in life, that's where you find all the wonderment. And I was thinking about this the other day because, really, when, especially during COVID and everything, we're getting kind of stressed out. And, there's just so many things going on that you start to forget about those little things or looking for them. And it can be as simple as seeing, a small child smiling to just what you appreciate that you have and the family and friends that you have in your life. And I once talked with somebody and they said, I don't have anything that I appreciate. I said, you can appreciate that you're still breathing. So there's always something in there that you can look to.
Recently I had an experience where I was grateful to somebody for doing some service for us and told them how much I appreciated what they were doing. And they beamed. I think they appreciated that more than a bigger tip.
Yeah, and actually just practicing these daily appreciations. There's Jay Henderson, who's and his wife are both relationships experts, and I had the pleasure of speaking with him a while back. And he said, I said, what keeps your relationship going? And he said, we do these daily appreciations, and you just before you go to sleep or when you wake up in the morning, maybe you just share something with your significant other about what you appreciate about them or what they did that day or something like that. And that really does make a difference in a relationship, and I practice that as well with my significant other. So,
is there a difference between appreciation and gratitude? They seem to be kind of interconnected.
Yeah, and that's a good question because gratitude is the act of that, and appreciation is really sharing it. So, for me, appreciation is sharing not only with yourself what you're grateful for or what you have gratitude for, but it's sharing it with someone else. So that's a great question and great point on that.
I do a gratitude. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friend. Well, I only have two, you and Daryl. And Daryl's going to say something.
I was going to say, between you and I is a little iffy. So
I know.
Treat Robert well, my friend.
Yes. Okay. Got it. You just said my friend. But is there, in being grateful, I guess I'm grateful and I appreciate my health, my family, my friends. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe not.
The appreciation that you have for those around you, and that's a small thing. And you really don't appreciate your health until you lose it. And if you get very sick. Now, my girlfriend was sick for pretty serious for 10 days with pneumonia, and those types of things can really set you back because in talking with her doctor, every day that she was sick, it takes 3 more days to recover. So if you're out for 10 days, you're really down for a month or more. And appreciate that, the health and those things. So that really brought that to the forefront, how much we appreciate being healthy and having the time and the healthy times that we've had. So that's all part of it.
What's up next for Robert Clancy as we wrap up our segment here?
Well, I'm actually I'm collaborating on a project. I'll talk about it next time about somebody that I met through 9/11, and I'm actually working with the guitarist from Air Supply, and the music track that we're collaborating on is in celebration of New York, and it is being mastered at Abbey Road in London.
Oh my! The Beatles studio. Yeah, you have to take Daryl with you.
There you go.
Right? We're running out of time here, so we're going to say toodaloo. Robert Clancy, you can find out more about him at guidetothesoul.com. That's guidetothesoul.com. You can also take a look at him on our website at latenighthealth.com. latenighthealth.com. We have a couple minutes left over, and I thought we would talk with Daryl Wayne, the insane Daryl Wayne, and see what's going on in his life. Have you? Which vaccine did you get?
I got the Madura.
I did too, and you know how I think they're supposed to roll out beginning September 20th. The boosters.
Yeah, but I had heard that they're going to start with, they're again going to scale it to the most needy first, healthcare workers, the old, the infirm, all that, and again, it would be phased in as they did with the first ones about who's more critical to receive it or not. So,
absolutely,
by the time it gets around to you and I, it may be
2 months,
2 or 3 months from the time it starts.
Yeah, which would be perfect for me because it'll be about 8 months at that point since I've had the shot. But I saw a news report the other day. They're taking a look at Moderna, and they're not sure they're going to do a booster, and they're checking into it. Well, Pfizer has been approved.
Yeah, Moderna has not been approved yet, and I understand that they were shy in some of the test results they needed to present, and they were like a couple of weeks behind everybody else.
Yeah, that's what and I don't think the J&J vaccine has a booster. I haven't heard that it does. But what's interesting to me is that Moderna has not had, absolute approval. It's still on emergency status, and now they're delaying the booster for that as well.
Well, I mean, literally, millions of people have the Moderna booster or have the Moderna shot, right?
Right.
So, I mean, just from pure statistics, whatever, static statistics, it should, prove it itself at this point.
Yeah, you would think, but who knows? They really don't know anything about any of the vaccines. They really don't know anything about COVID and all of the other COVIDs. There's a new one out that's supposed to be even worse than the last generation. And
I've lost track.
Yeah, I have too. And it's you can't watch the news without some COVID story going on. It's anyway. All right, thanks, Daryl. I appreciate that, and I appreciate.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Thank you for listening, everybody. We appreciate it. Have a good week, everybody. A great week, and most importantly, have a healthy week. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
I've got that part from the last